Yeah, I've got a thing I want to talk about. I've been practicing the harmonica a lot lately, and there's something that's come to my attention because I work things out in all of the keys, and that's like my thing. Uh, and anyway, so I noticed differences in all of these keys and advantages and disadvantages and just personality traits. Each key has like a personality. But there's one thing that's come up recently, and it's this half step between the minor and the major third. And say we're in the key of something like D, it's super easy to produce the half step. It's just like push button ease, F to F sharp. So I tend to use that grace note a lot in that key. If I'm improvising in C, that particular half step is really awkward. That's it. E flat to E. We've got a whole change, a breath change, and a slide position change. All three things are different, just to go from a half step. So the key of D, we got super easy. And then C, we have this thing. And I've practiced it a bunch, and so I'm incorporating it into my playing, but I was realizing that in my improvisations I was avoiding that half step a little bit because it felt weird. And then I just kind of got mad at it and started practicing it extra hard. So it's just something I want to draw your attention to. And this is a specific slide ornament thing that I'm talking about. I'm not just talking about rapidly going between two notes. There's a sound, some people in the harmonica community call it a slide bump. I'm attacking the F and then I'm pushing the slide in for the F sharp. And it's a sound that you can't duplicate in other places of the harmonica where that's not available. Even though it's a half step interval, there's a certain sound that you get on these slide ornaments that can't be duplicated by changing breath direction or holes or whatever. So anyway, I'll just talk about some of these keys where you can do that slide bump on the major third. And some of the keys are kind of, you might think are kind of weird and awkward, but yet again, another example of oddball keys containing cool slide ornaments. So let's talk about D flat. It's there, it's available. There it is. The key of going up a half step, D, we've already discussed. We have to take it up a whole step now to E to get the next one. F sharp is a good one for this. There it is. The next one would be A flat. And then A. The next one would be B. And this one is cool because you can do a double stop slide bump, playing the third and the fifth together. That's kind of interesting. So those are all of the keys. I made a list here somewhere. It was 7 7 keys that you can do the slide bump grace note into the major third. So the thing about that is you just kind of need to work extra hard on the other keys, and they're all kind of friendly keys, but you just can't do that half step as easily. Like C, we just have to just spend some time playing those 2 notes together. E flat, we have the same kind of breath and slide change awkwardness. F sharp to G. The next one is F. I have one riff that goes up chromatically from the minor third to the 5th, and you know, this affects that, and so it's worth practicing that interval. The riff is minor third to the 5th chromatically. The next key would be G. A great example of a guy who successfully has incorporated that into his playing, that half step. Stevie Wonder playing on Stanley Turrentine's album Wonderland. He makes a cameo appearance on Boogie on Reggae Woman, playing in the key of G on a C chromatic. You got to hear what he does between B flat and B. It's like he's the master. The key of B flat. C sharp to D is the half step. I'm going to learn how to play the harmonica. Just watch. I'm going to learn how to play it. Anyway, that's my treatise on the half step between the major and the minor third. There's some keys where it's like really easy to do, and you should learn where those are and try not to overdo that slide ornament of the grace note. Any slide ornament, once you learn how to do it, it's easy to start overdoing it. So try and be like tasteful with it. And then being aware of the keys where that half step is a little more awkward, and just spending some extra time practicing those 2 notes. Happy harmonica practicing. This is Ross Walters.